Hey everyone, it's Laura here from MakingCardsIsFun.com, and it's time for another Saturday Stamp Day card and video. Today I'm going to be starting out with just a white card that I cut out of some Neenah white cardstock, and it's a tiny bit smaller than a usual standard size cards because this measures 4 inch instead of 4 1/4 by an inch. So I'm going to be using the Red and Goldie stamp set by Avery Elle, which I just think is so cute. And I'm going to be using a couple of the images and sentiment also from this stamp set. So I'm going to start out by stamping a background, and I'm going to be using all the little hearts to create my own background. Okay, so I mounted all the little hearts on acrylic blocks, and I'm going to be using a beautiful color of ink by Simon Says Stamp, and this is the Cotton Candy by ink. And I'm just going to be randomly stamping some hearts, and this isn't like planned out or something. I just stamp it and... Okay, so I just stamped a whole background of these little hearts, and I just think that these look super cute. I'm going to be stamping a little bear on a piece of Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock using Jet Black Archival ink by Ranger. So I'm going to be coloring the little bear using Distress watercolor markers, or just Distress markers. And I'm going to be using pumice stone and also a bit of Tavert Rose, but I'm going to be using pumice stone first. And I'm just going to scribble it onto my craft sheet. And this time I'm going to use a Pentel Aqua brush to color. So I'm just picking up the color. And you know what, I'm actually going to add water on this image first so that the colors will blend more easily. So I'm just adding some water. Okay, and now I'm going to be picking up the pumice stone ink, and I'm just going around the edges first, and I'm going to be working my way into the image. Image, and I'm going to be using Tavert Rose for that, so I'm scribbling it onto my craft sheet. You can also use an acrylic block if you don't have a craft sheet. And I'm just going to pick up the ink using the aqua brush. Okay, so this image is almost dry, so I'm going to cut it out using my EK Success Color V scissors. Okay, so over here I have the Neapolitan paper pad by Dear Lizzy, and I'm going to be picking out one of the pattern papers, and I'm going to be using it as a background. I'm going to use the pattern paper over here just because I really love the flowers, and since I'm a huge flower fan, I'm going to be cutting it to 1 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4. Okay, so over here I have a piece of vellum, and this is the same size as a piece of pattern paper. But first I'm going to adhere the little bear onto it using dimensional adhesive. And I'm going to add 2 little squares. And then I'm going to adhere it on the piece of vellum. And there we go. And then I'm going to adhere the piece of vellum onto the piece of pattern paper. So I'm only going to add glue over here on the little stamp that using Silver Euro Arts Shadow Ink. Because it just... Okay, and now I'm going to adhere a little bare piece onto the card as well. I'm going to use my Tombow Mono stamp runner to do that. Okay, so I just positioned some sequins, so I'm just going to tell you how they are called. So these are just the regular sparkling clear sequins by Pretty Pink Posh. Then all of the sequins are by Pretty Pink Posh, by the way. These are the mini lemon meringue sequins, and then I also use the mini fresh mint sequins and the mini sparkling clear sequins. These little flowers are from the Springtime Mix sequin pack, and they are just adorable, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere the sequins using glossy accents. Okay, so that's it for this week's Saturday Stamp Day card and video. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you liked the cards. Please let me know if you have any questions. I will be back next week. See you then. Bye!